the safety net. There shouldn't. This room should be lit. Yep. And there should be. Yeah.
Good.
Boss time.
Oh yeah, boss time.
You know him. You love him. It's the Omega Pirate.
Ah, come on.
Which I think, because they're using Wii code, has his European weakness.
Which is...
Power bombs knock out his entire armor.
Oh, we're about to find out.
Yes. That works. He's got his European weakness. And he'll teleport. He's on one of the... Damn it. Sides. I just can't... Damn it.
Oh, there he is. Look at that plasma damage. Look at it.
I got his armor back. Hey, jackass.
And that murdered the basic enemies as well.
Thank God he's got his European weakness.
You know.
What?
I said, you know. Basic. Fronts. Oh no, it's...
Damn it. Don't see him.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, buddy.
Does he have any besides the power bomb thing? Does he have any defined weakness to like any of the beams or anything?
No. It's literally just the power bombs, and then you just kind of have to just look for the big energy signatures. There's like 3 puddles.
Oh, there he is. If the plasma beam is doing that much damage...
Look at his health. He's got like 1 plasma fucking kit left. Bye.
Would the... Like, at that point, would super missiles have done more? Or if you could time...
There is an argument that plasma beam versus super missiles comes down to how fast you can molest your controller.
So then at that point, I have the question of, like, you know, because I can continue...
No, we have the European weakness.
So how are you supposed to normally
Hold on.
Get rid of
Man fell on me, and now we're completely invulnerable to the Phazon.
Because that's totally how that works. All the basic pirates he summoned, they better...
Oh, they're gone.
Good.
That was an inconsequential loss. Thanks, you European.
So, what's the normal weakness supposed to be without the whole powerbomb thing?
He's a big pirate, so his individual pieces need to work like the rock boss. But the European version added a chronic weakness to the powerbomb of blowing out his chunks.
And then the Prime Trilogy version just
carry the European weakness over, which I...
So that also means...
And there's the last energy tank.
So that also means another, like, thing that weakness should exist, and because this is what the Prime Trilogy was, those Japanese-only individual, like, releases for Prime 1 and 2 that should be in that one as well. That enemy just touched the Phazon and died.
Yes.
So, like, if you get them to touch the Phazon...
If anything touches Phazon, it dies. So, and you'll notice we ended up back in that room with the one elevator. However, the thing is, a bunch of crap I need is in the Phazon mines earlier on, so instead of leaving, I'm gonna have to freaking backtrack.
Like, you know, I don't like bosses being spongy.
So now, here's the thing about the game and sort of where we are now in the game, and I might stop in a minute.
Well, aren't we getting close to like 4 hours anyway?
Barely over 3, but like... So... Oh wait, yeah, it's a spider wheel track. The thing is, and now that we beat that boss, you now need every artifact to go to the final boss, so I am... Yeah, knock them off, they'll just die in the Phazon. Hi, bitch.
Yeah, you could hear them die when they touch the ground. What I was gonna say, I'm all for, like, a boss not being spongy. Like I said, was the rock boss. I feel like that fight was a bit too spongy, but it's like, at the same time, you know, how much damage that boss takes from, like, the plasma or super missiles and shit. It's like, you sit there and you think, you know, like, the Omega Pirate, the, like, pin ultimate... okay, it's technically not the pin ultimate boss, but, like, one of the last bosses in the game, and that's supposed to be the completed version of the fucking, like, you know, beefy enemies we've been fighting down here. And he dies that quickly. And he just dies that, like, quickly. Well, this is honestly kind of disappointing in a lot of ways.
Well... Partly what was causing that is because, and I will be this guy, the European extra vulnerability of being able to use the power bombs and deplete his armor in a single shot takes away stretching. A lot of what makes that boss so stupid
is that you have to destroy the individual chunks of armor, and while you're doing that, you would have to be fighting the regular enemies as well.
Yeah, and it just becomes a freaking sort of like...
Because that's the other, again, the funny thing was that is not only do you destroy his, like, armor in one go with a power bomb, but that also will either do heavy damage or take out, like, a bunch of the enemies he summons. Because he summons, like, different flavors of Beam Pirate.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
Like, in the way beam not reach? I need a shard shot. Yeah, shard shot. Yeah, okay, we're good. That's the guy at the exact top.
Basically, that boss can be really tricky, but if you know about that, I always call it the European weakness,
because the first version that was added in was the European GameCube version. But then, because that version, because it was the quote-unquote most updated, was the basis for the Wii version, all regions of Prime Trilogy, or again, if you get the Prime 1 and 2 individual re-releases on the Wii, it should apply to all of those as well.
It applies to the trilogy, but that doesn't work on the NTSC GameCube version. That might work on the Japanese GameCube version, but do not.
I thought Japan happened before Europe.
Japan and Europe share those, oh, that's funny. Japan and Europe share those, narrations, but I've just always jokingly called that one thing the European weakness. But now we're at the point of the game where you have to, like, basically you need all the artifacts, and now I can go around and get missiles, but I might need to double check a guide for miscellaneous missiles and stuff.
Miscellaneous? Huh? Man has chosen violence. Man decided to jump down in Shinkovich.
Okay, I gotta go back into the Phazon Mines, but I came out here because save point. It's funny because, like, the Omega Pirate often gives a lot of people, like, all the shit.
Well, like, sit there and think about it. Besides the boss itself, he also summons, like, 3 different enemies. And they're all beam pirates, but it's not.
You'll notice, however,
But it's not beam pirates of the same type.
You'll notice, however, I just eviscerated that man. There's usually invisible guys in here. Okay. Yep. Missile. I came back here for a couple of things. We gotta go deeper into the base. I literally have everything I would need, though, so that almost doesn't matter. One charge. Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4 charge shots.
I wanted that. Now, in order to get the one thing, we have to go past it. Hold the charge. Clear shot. Jerk. Pew pew. Oh, now this is normally where the turret starts to.
There it is.
So I had the right haul. I wasn't crazy.
Ooh, ice, baby. Ha! Spread.
Just to make sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It's completely invulnerable.
You always have to demonstrate something like that because you know there are going to be those people that will say that's like, ooh, it works. I did it as like a child or something else. Okay, to be fair, the ice spreader does at least basically one-shot those guys. They all, like, almost all of the beam pirates, if you just use the, like, super missile combination, they all die really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Even the super beam combination for the plasma beam, which most people say is the worst, but if you get, like, up close, point blank at an enemy, you do stupid amounts of damage. It's just there's almost nothing in the game that has enough health to justify this.
Oh, we'll cover that in a minute. What I came back here for. Flamethrower.
Oh, Ice Beam and Flamethrower. If we just get it, Thunderbolt, we'll have the perfect coverage.
Flamethrower. So, essentially, the Flamethrower and the Wave Buster are kind of identical, where this converts missiles into...
Well, a Flamethrower. But like all Flamethrowers, like I said, you gotta get like real up close. Gotta get like real big up close to the game. And if you do that, it actually does do stupid amounts of damage.
But there really, nothing ever has enough health to ever really justify that.
The only thing that would is, ironically, like, Omega Pirates, but because of the, like, needing, power bombs and shit to get that, it's like, by the time you get that, most will probably be dead.
About that. That's why I came back here.
I said most. If there is one Omega Pirate still alive, you could actually...
Oh no, there is an Omega Pirate still alive.
Okay, I guess we could use the Flamethrower on him just to demonstrate and see what the hell it does.
It's that Omega Pirate. You have to come here, drop a power bomb. And it pisses him off. Alright. This is a slightly special Omega Pirate. Hold on. It is not, like...
In a lot of ways, it is not.
Not worth it.
I said, well, we say it's not worth it, but then he killed over after
it
that.
Does! A silly...
I said it does do...
I came back for this.
I said it does do stupid amounts of damage if you get something really up close to it. The problem is most things in the game do not have enough health.
Artifact of the Warrior, 6th of 12.
Don't have enough health to justify this.
Oh, blatantly.
The other problem is using it against the Omega Pyro is much like a flamethrower. It's like as you're holding on the button, you can wave the arm cannon and move it around. And aren't the Omega Pirates only vulnerable in their head?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they're vulnerable all over, but if they hold up their...
But if they do the hand thing...
they absorb 100% of all damage. For the damage it does, it... Oh, damn it. Hey, jerk. For the damage it does.
And, see what makes, the Wave Beam a bit... The Wave Buster a bit better, because it's similar is... one, if, when you're locked on, the Wave Buster basically becomes, homing way more so than other things. And two, I think the Wave Buster technically, it uses one missile at a time, meanwhile the Flamethrower is, I think, using, 2 or 3 at a time.
It's not technically a bad weapon, but
It's the biggest problem... Wave Pirates. The biggest problem is, again, there's, nothing in the game that has enough health to
justify
this at this point. If shit was, moved around and you picked up the, if shit was, moved around and you picked up, the plasma beam and flamethrower potentially in, the phazon mines or close to the beginning of it, and you can go through the phazon mines with it, it would be kind of okay at that. point for some of the beefy motherfuckers here, but yeah, most of the time, no.
Well, because the plasma beam on its own does silly amounts of damage. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what is your opinion on the Omega Pirate's weakness to the power bomb? A lot of people think that weakness makes the fight too easy, but in my opinion, that weakness is fine, considering you do not have a lot of power bombs to use, and from a gameplay perspective, it makes sense that the power bomb would be strong enough to destroy all of the armor in a single attack. The fact that the power bomb doesn't do this in the base game is kind of ridiculous when you stop and think about it, because the power bomb is designed to be very powerful, and by design, it's a weapon that you do not have a lot of ammo for, and yet this boss was weak to the power bomb for basically no reason. So I think it's fine that they added the weakness into the game later on, because, in my opinion, this weakness is really thematic, especially since you found the power bomb in the Phazon Mines in the first place. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.